Hi honeys, it's your Queen Bee. When I was like little, I think I used to use this hair chalk stuff, and you press down on it and you just slide your hair through and it gives you color. Obviously it doesn't work. Obviously I've always had dark hair, but even whenever I would try it on like blonde wigs and stuff, like for TikTok videos, like recently, didn't work, doesn't work. Hair chalk does not work. And here is my opinion on hair chalk. Now, I'm a very opinionated person. I will tell you straight up how it is, and all my friends like that I do that, but I don't know how well the internet's gonna take to it. I don't really try to cover controversial, topics. That's why I'm keeping it, kind of PG and everything. So, this is not, me bashing people who use hair chalk. This is just why I think it's kind of dumb and should stay within the 5-year-old to 7-year-old range. So the only acceptable time to color your hair with hair chalk and not permanent dye or semi-permanent dye is Halloween. Halloween is a great example for dressing up and just either wearing wigs and doing stuff, or just maybe even pride parades or something, something to be colorful for. But just going out and or even waking up in the morning and saying, I'm going to buy hair chalk and I'm going to put it all over my hair and make myself look really greasy and just disgusting. That is not an okay thing. And I know, I'm probably going to get very heated over this, but too many times I see, fail videos and stuff of, people trying different hair things. Now, I am, a realist. I'm not really a pessimist, but I'm a very realist person. So, when I was, in middle school, I dyed my hair at the bottoms, and I think it went up about maybe halfway or something, maybe not even that. But I dyed it, and I dyed it with, I think it was Splat, and it was this very red, bright red color. And I was like, this is going to look so great. And the only reason I did it, this is going to be a shocker to some people, I was in a very abusive relationship at the time, and I wanted to try to get out of that relationship in the most non-violent, passive way I could, because I didn't want to get hurt any more than I had. And breaking up with someone when they're abusing you is very hard. And just from me to you, if you're ever in that situation, definitely try to reach out and get help, because I didn't and I suffered. So don't do what I did, because that's dumb, and I was dumb, but it's fine because I moved past it, and that person is not in my life anymore, and it's all good. The reason I'm telling you that story is because he told me that if I ever dyed my hair an unnatural color, that he would leave me. And I was like, this is my chance. So I just one night, I was like, okay, after he said that, I went to Walmart and I got the stuff in a Splat, and I just did the ends of my hair, no help. My mom was just crying, oh my god, why would you do that to your hair? You're gonna ruin your hair. It's gonna climb all the way up and it's gonna be bad. It did climb a little bit. I didn't bleach anything. I just kind of put it in as is, and it was awful. The next day I go to school, and I hadn't told him about it, and I was like, look at my hair, isn't it great? And he's like, did you really do that? And I suffered the consequences. But besides the point, I wanted to make it clear that I did not want to be in the relationship, and anytime people asked me why I did it, I was like, this is why, and that was kind of it. So if you knew me personally, then you knew the story already, but I know a lot of people don't know me, so that's a thing. Anyways, so then after that, I had to get some of my hair cut, and I don't cut it a lot at a time. I was literally just trimmed it an inch every so often, and just because my hair does grow back very fast. I only ever have cut my hair once, and that was December of this year, and that was just because I just needed something new, and honestly, I was well, my hair is kind of dead, and I just didn't like how whenever I would curl it, it would just be just straggles at the end, and I'm like, okay, I clearly have to cut that off because it doesn't look good. So I finally cut my hair in December, but I do color my hair. I use I can't even remember what it's called, but I use box dye because another story for another time. Anyone who touches my hair already screws it up. I almost said an inappropriate word, but it's how bad it was. So, keep it a PG. It's hard for me. But, yes. So, hair chalk, obviously fine if you were a little kid. I have seen people my age, I'm 19 by the way, my age doing it just to do it, and which is fine, it's fine. They don't do it in a way that looks good. And if you know me personally, you know I'm dragging one person in particular. And I will not show her picture because I don't want her gaining clout from this. I don't want anything like, you know, over-popularizing or anything. Like, I don't want it to be like, you know, anything like that. But yes, she did it and it was awful. And if you, my friends that follow my Finsta were like, oh my god, and I dragged her. And they were like, yes, the salt is real. And I'm like, hey, I'm a very opinionated person. So, to keep it in the realm of not just me bashing one person, I have looked up some Google images of failed chalk hair stuff, like just all that kind of stuff, because I'm going to review 5, and I'm going to say if hers was better or worse, and there you go. So, the first image, and I will put them on screen somewhere. The first image, I mean, it's fine, but I don't think it looks the best. Not just because, like, it looks really greasy, and hair chalk does look very greasy, but I don't think it looks, and none of it's gonna look professional, obviously. It looks like they just kind of did it themselves, which is fine, but it's not the best. Hers definitely did look worse than that, so props to whoever took the picture. Okay, this is fine because you can clearly tell the colors that, you know, they're going for. It's not like a hodgepodge mesh of just like nothing. So I'll give them props. There's a distinct color, but it does look very greasy, obviously. It looks very stringy. Not the best, but better than hers. Okay, now this I will accept. It looks like it's on a child, and now, I'm not bashing people who have color in their hair. One of my best friends, I think it's still red. She has, like, professionally done hair, and it's, like, she's brunette, not like mine, but, like, a little bit darker, I think. I can't really remember. And then she's got, like, a fuchsia red, and it's so pretty. Like, I love it, and I think her sister did it, because her sister is actually a, like, professional salon girl, so, like, props to her. That looks good. I'm not gonna bash this kid because, you know, obviously it's a kid, obviously a parent wanted to do, or maybe the parent wanted to help. I'm just trying to give the benefit of the doubt, but this does look a lot better because it's like kind of like similar. Like, I know with mine, whenever I did it, it was like very jagged. It didn't look straight across. It didn't look like it was going in a formation, but this one does look a lot better than what I have done and that this girl I'm talking about has done. So I think I'll just review one more. This is the picture that goes, like, it's what's advertised for the normal hair chalk stuff, and it just looks not good, but not bad. It just looks like something that a, like, middle schooler would do, not someone my age or older. So, I'd have to say it's a no. It's just a no. Now, also, there are health risks for doing, like, hair chalks and stuff. They actually have chemicals in them. I'm not going to pull up the article, but before I, you know, wanted to record this video, I actually did look up, like, the health risk and everything. I didn't even know it. But if it gets on your, like, hands or, like, just anywhere on your skin, it can actually not only stain it, but put a chemical in it. So, bad news bears there. Like, don't do it. If you want to dye your hair, I would just say wait until you're older and then see if you really want to dye your hair. Because when you're younger, you're just like, oh, that's going to be so cool. It's really not. Like, there's no real big hype about it. Like, I always wanted to have, like, a little streak of, like, color right on my bangs whenever I had bangs. But, yeah, my friend had it. A couple of my friends did it, actually, and it looked good on them. But once it started to fade out, if you didn't upkeep the color, then it was like, that's not really cool looking anymore, but it's more so, like, trashy. And I do know a girl that does not re-dye her hair, and she dyed it green for Halloween, and has not since redone it. And she has very short hair, so, doesn't look great. Now, I'm not bashing anyone in particular, except for one person, but I'm also not praising it either. I just think do what you want. Like, I really don't care. But for me personally, and like if I ever have children or like any of my family members like younger than me try to do it, I would say no, do not. If you want your hair done, get it done. Like, obviously, there's really no good professionals to do hair because I have experienced bad stuff. But it's just whatever. I mean, do whatever you want with your body, but just hair chalk is a no. Just don't do it. It's bad. Anyways, hopefully you guys found this video fun and informative and entertaining, educational, all the things I always say. And if you like it, then like it. If you don't, then don't. I don't really care. Make sure to subscribe if you do like my content. And comment down below, have you ever tried hair chalks? Like, what's your opinions? Because I obviously don't like them. I don't think they look good on anyone except for like maybe a very select few. And I only think that children or people who are participating in like a Halloween event or some kind of dressed up event should wear them. And that's really my 2 cents on it. So anyways, make sure to follow my TikTok, my Twitter, and my Instagram if you like my content and you just love me. And I think with all that being said, thanks for stopping by. Love you.